How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Digital World Acquisition Corp, aka Trump stock. And I must say, we crushed this play inside of the Discord, but I also know there were many out there who were able to trade and make some big time profits as well. And this is what we really needed to come inside the market. Many people are saying, like, man, like Trump saved my trading account and so forth. And you know what? I'm excited for it. When everybody's making money, I'm happy. Everyone in my community, the Discord, YouTube, everywhere, I'm excited. Now, many people are asking me, do you think this play is going to continue to run? So you know what? We're going to talk about it further in this video, get a breakdown. Like I said, we're going to be talking strictly about the stock and the potential for it to move further in here. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance and what are some levels to look for in a bearish case scenario and as well as in a bullish case scenario. You want to make sure you're fully prepared jumping into this play because it's going to be extremely volatile. And then afterwards, we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. Of course, I couldn't find much information when it came to the short interest, but in the order flow, we're going to go over what was happening on the retail side and as well as the institutional side. And we're also going to be going over some key stats that you want to know about if you're going to be jumping into this play going into Friday. And then when all of that is done, we're going to be going into the final thoughts and even some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for Digital World Acquisition Corp, aka Trump stock. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $45.50, being up 356.83%. On the low, it tested $12.62, and then on the high, testing $52. This is part of the reason why many were able to see some big time profits in the stock today. Now, when we take a look at the volume stats, you can see we traded at 477.74 million shares, and for the average volume over 10 trading days being at 46.313 million shares. So when you have this kind of volume coming through this stock, and on top of that, the float was not that big at all, it was fairly small, you're going to see price action like this. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a 5-day, 5-minute chart, you can see from the RSI down below, it is right around 57.72. And now, when we take a look at what's going on, I'm going to show you guys, as far as an area of support is concerned, we can see we have support here right at this $40 level, and another area to keep an eye on will be right here around this $41 area as well. Now, as far as resistance is concerned, you can clearly see we do have resistance right at this $50 level. We did test 52 on the day, but of course we did not spend a lot of time there. Maybe if you had a limit order set there, maybe it probably would have gotten a hit, but with all the halts that were going on and so forth, then you know what, the likelihood of that is probably very slim. So going into tomorrow, what I'd want to see as far as price action is concerned, I want to see us actually get above this area here right at the $48 level. If we can get past 48 and then start making those moves, then I want to see another test going here to $50. If we do decide to have a pullback, like I was saying previously, most preferably you want to see it pull back to maybe around 42.50, but at the most we already know we do have some support here at 40. So if 40 did ever end up breaking, then of course the next level going down will probably be here around 38, and then you want to see where the stock performs from there. But at the same time, as far as overall on the day, you could see this, it just exploded, right? All the way from $12.62 and then making moves all the way up to where it was able to reach the high. So this is why you want to keep this play on your watch list, because I think it does have the potential to be a multi-day runner. So let's see how it performs. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for Trump stock. That's what we won't call it from now on. So here we go. So on the inflow, we had 3,016, and then on the outflow, we had 3,052. Taking a look at the breakdown, on the large, it was 1,038. Then on the medium, it was 1,884. And then on the small, it was 94 0.17. And keep in mind, this is in the millions here. Now, when we take a look at what happened on the outflow, on the large, it was 1,012. And then on the medium, it was 1,942. And then on the small, it was 98.30. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you could see for October the 21st, which was today, a big time inflow being at 26.43 million in large scale orders. And this is part of the reasons why you want to keep this play on your watch list going into tomorrow. Me personally, I do not plan on holding this stock over the weekend. I'm just being honest with you guys. But when we take a look at the breakdown here, we can see for the small scale orders, which is the retail side, there was a lot more selling than we had buying. And of course, it had a crazy day. You got to make sure you protect your profits. We also saw on the medium side a lot more selling as well as compared to inflows. And then also when we take a look at what happened on the large, this is what I was saying previously, institutions were loading up, but we did have a good amount of them that were also selling as well. So as far as some other key stats that I want to share with you guys, and I feel that you really need to know about, so here it is. So this stock opened up at $12.74, but when we take a look at the turnover ratio, 1,516.41. So what does this mean? This was a trader's paradise. There was a ton of buying and selling, and this is part of the reasons why I know a lot of people made money off of this stock today. And then also when we take a look at the free float, and this is what's the really big factor here. The free float is at 22.77 million shares. That is very small. And due to the fact, hey, this is a stock associated with Trump, the way he wants to actually build his social media platform on so he can compete with the big dogs, you already know what could happen. When that news came out in the morning, you already know. That's what I'm saying. If you're not inside of the Discord, you need to get in because this was part of the morning update, and that's why we were able to make some money off of this play. So now let's jump into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for Digital World Acquisition Corp, aka Trump stock, I loved it today. Many of us were able to make some big time bank inside of the Discord. And I know many of you that watch this channel also crushed it as well. And if you did, please let me know inside of the comment section. Like what I was covering in the order flow and taking a look at the stats, there were many traders in this play that were making money. So you should be making money as well on this. As far as going into tomorrow, yes, there's going to continue to be volatility, but it also can potentially dump. So I want to make sure that you are prepared. Make sure that you have an idea of how much profit that you want. Maybe you've already banked in a lot of profit already. There's no reason to go in there tomorrow and risk all of it. But one thing to keep in mind, I am not saying that the stock is going to pull back or it's going to dump, but I want to make sure you're prepared so you don't lose your gains. I've seen this happen so many times. Traders will get into a play, they crush it on a particular day, and then the next day, you know, they got an ego, they're feeling good, and then boom, they end up blowing out all the earnings that they made the day before. I don't want you guys to do that. So this is something that I want you to know. And the reason why this is key with this play, you want to keep your eye on it. You don't just buy the stock and then walk away. That is the wrong way to go about doing it. But if you want to get into this play, just know that. And also to understand, when it comes to this particular type of a play, you're buying into the name. You're buying into Donald Trump. This is for anyone that wants to invest in this for the long term. I would not be doing it at the current prices of where it's at right now. I would obviously wait for a pullback because again, it's just ridiculous. Like there's been a lot of news saying, well, as far as when you take a look at the slide deck, there's not a lot of mention in regards to how they're going to be generating revenues and so forth. So that's going to be a concern for anyone who's investing for the long term. So I would say, you know what, just be patient. As far as traders are concerned, hey, you want to make sure you're waiting for the right setup. We talked about areas of support. We also talked about areas of resistance. I did see inside of the after hours, it has moved up even further. So again, keep an eye on it and see how it's looking and see if it fits your actual setup. As far as the price action is concerned, I love it. And what we had today was something, you know what, I felt like we really needed in the market. Many were able to benefit from it. I also saw the headline saying, you know what, making SPACs great again. We know SPACs ended up getting a lot of heat. A lot of them have been pushed down in price and so forth. And then you got Trump stock that comes out of nowhere and just crushes it. But at the end of the day, we're definitely going to be in this play inside of the Discord for tomorrow if things are looking good. And also keep an eye on another play that's moving alongside with it, more so as sympathy, is fun. So I think the ticker symbol is PHUN. So that one's like around $1 and something. I saw it made a move going into the $2 range inside of the after hours. It was as low as when I saw it was around the $1.40 range, $1.50. But that one, again, keep an eye on both of those plays. You might be able to see a setup for yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.